Hi, Miss Watson. I just wanted to message you to say thank you very much for this truly auspicious event. I look forward to having your continued support in this.
Hello there, Dan. I know that you're the director, but there's no need for such formal greetings anymore. But I wanted to thank you as well, especially for your support. It's okay for you to call me Charlotte. Don't worry about my last name anymore. I hope that it's okay to address you by your first name. Is that all right?
Oh, okay. Well, thank you very much. I was just wanting to be more polite, that's all. But I'm afraid it might be weird to be so casual in front of other people.
Oh, please, we're about to become relatives soon, are we not? I would love for us to all get along and build a great relationship.
Ah, well, thank you for your kind words. I suppose I will just call you Charlotte from now on. It's nice being more on a first-name basis. It's so strange, but it makes me happy that we can be like this. So we're having dinner this weekend, and I've made a reservation at a restaurant that I'd like to go to with my family. Does 7 o'clock work for you?
Oh, going out for dinner? Is this where I'll be meeting all of the family for the first time? Yes, 7 works fine for me.
Okay, that's great. I'll make sure to tell Ryan about it as well, so that he'll be there on time. Hopefully, he should be flexible with that time. Okay, he just got back to me, and I confirmed everything with him. He said there's no problem with 7 o'clock for dinner.
Okay, great. So it's all sorted then. I guess that I'll see all of you at 7 o'clock for dinner. I'm looking forward to meeting everyone and getting to know them. Oh, but I do have one request, if that's okay to ask. I'm just wondering about something. I don't know, maybe I'm just a little anxious about this meeting. I know it's important.
Yes, of course, Charlotte. You can tell me anything, and I'll try my best to listen and see what I can do to help. But you do know that you can come to me for anything, okay?
Well, that's very kind of you, Dan. Does your wife know about the position that I'm in? Have you mentioned anything to her about me?
Oh, my wife? No. I've not gone into much detail about you with her. We haven't had many chances to talk lately. She's been acting a bit rude, and it doesn't make me want to have many conversations with her at all. I think that it's best for others to get to know you themselves instead of hearing things from people other than the person they're mentioning.
I see what you mean. I completely agree with that, Dan. Thank you for not saying anything. But I would like you to not tell your wife anything about me, okay? If they know about the information that you give her in advance, I'll have to be more careful with what I say, or she'll start judging me really quickly. I just want to build a good relationship with the mother of the groom. She'll soon be my mother-in-law, and I don't want to get on her bad side. When I talk to her, I plan to talk about the company, and then I'm more in control of what's being said. Is this all okay with you? I didn't mean to spring this on you too much.
No, of course. You're fine. I'll let you do the talking for yourself, and I'll make sure that everyone is on their best behavior for the dinner. I'm sorry for putting too much attention on you. I just wanted everyone to have a good time whilst they are getting to know you.
I get what you mean, but I just wanted to keep more of a low profile, so please don't worry too much about this. Just please don't tell your wife anything. That would be great. But I'm looking forward to meeting her and having a nice dinner as a family. It'll be really fun. I hope that we can have a good time together while eating some really nice food.
Me too. I hope we'll have a lot of fun getting to know one another and talk about our lives and our careers. I'll tell my daughter not to worry.
I feel less worried about it now than before I told you, so thank you. We're going to become a family after all, so it's best to keep the communication open. I'll see you at the dinner. Good evening. It's very nice to talk with you today. I'm Gwyneth. I'm Whitney's mom. I just got your number now and wanted to message you in advance. Oh, you're Whitney's mom? Oh, it's very nice to talk with you too. I'm Ryan's mom, Charlotte, and I'm looking forward to meeting you and joining our families together. So I was asking Whitney a bit about your family. I just felt it was better to talk to you about this in advance rather than at the dinner table. I actually got your contact information through your son, Ryan, and it's paramount that we talk about this right now. Oh, okay. What is it that you wanted to talk about, Gwyneth? Are you sure it can't wait until the dinner? Must this be discussed over the phone like this? So I had no idea that Ryan was raised in a single-parent household, that he was raised by only you. Were you trying to hide that little piece of information about you? Huh? What do you mean? Why are you even talking about this? How is this something that you needed to know? Well, your son has never mentioned anything up until now about his upbringing. I just got the impression that he's ashamed. He was obviously hiding it. But to be honest, I was actually shocked to find out he came from a single-mother household. I never would have guessed that about him at all. Sorry, I just don't understand why you brought this up, Gwyneth. Why are we having this conversation? It's not very good to talk about this through messaging. I guess it's kind of hard to believe that Ryan would hide the fact that he was only brought up by me, but I didn't think that many people cared about that. Whitney knew about this information, and she's also met just me, so she knows everything about the family situation. So are you telling me that Whitney knows everything that she needs to know about your family? Is that what you're trying to say? I know that she knew about this. I don't see how my son has done anything bad by not telling you every single thing about him yet. Look, I'm sorry, I might not be understanding or something, but what is your point in this conversation exactly, Gwyneth? If I actually knew that your son was from a single-parent household, I would have told him that he couldn't marry my daughter. I would have never permitted it. I'm sorry, but what did you just say to me? Are you telling me that Ryan wouldn't have been allowed to marry Whitney because he was raised by only one parent? I know that Ryan works for a really well-established company, and I've heard that he's gotten a good education as well. So I just thought that his parents are good people that put a lot of effort into getting a good education and being successful in life. Oh, is that what he told you? My son is definitely one to brag about his success, which is fine. He's done well in life. Yes, but I never expected that he was brought up by a single mother. It just doesn't make that much sense to me. Single mothers just sit at the bottom of society, you know. Excuse me? What did you just say to me? You think because I have no husband, I've got no choice but to sit at the bottom of society? Look, all I want to happen today is for you to cut ties with your son, Ryan. We can't have a single mother associated with our family. If you do this, we'll allow him to marry Whitney. Then everyone's problems will be solved. Your son will be happier without his single mother. I really don't understand where you're coming from at all, Gwyneth. This is insane. You really think that single parents sit at the bottom of society? Isn't that what I've been trying to tell you throughout this entire conversation? I can't believe that he came from a poor single-parent family. I can't believe that he kept a secret like this until the moment we all decided to meet up with one another and for him to marry my daughter. I feel like I can't trust anyone anymore. It's ridiculous. I shouldn't have been kept in the dark about this. It's very important that we understand everything about you. You can't just assume that a single-parent household is sitting at the bottom of society. It makes it sound like we've been in poverty his entire life. I don't understand why Ryan would hide this kind of detail about his family, but it's just a misunderstanding, okay? Hey, I never misunderstood anything, all right? Unfortunately, everything has been set up for tomorrow, but it should be okay if you cancel your reservation, right? Aside from that, I don't really have anything else to talk about with a woman who sits at the bottom of society with the rest of the single mothers. Please, take it easy, Gwyneth. You really know nothing about me, so you need to stop assuming things this instant. I was looking forward to tomorrow. It's an important opportunity to get to know each other as a family. It would be terrible if I was made to cancel all because of a misunderstanding, right? Charlotte, I don't get what you're talking about because there are no misunderstandings here. You're a single mother, are you not? I've got no desire to be associated with a poor woman like you. It's just not a good look. If you don't cut ties with Ryan, then I've got no choice but to reconsider this marriage. I'm planning to tell Whitney what's going to happen if you don't do this. We don't want you involved with this family. No, there's definitely a misunderstanding because you understand who I am as a person. To be honest with you, I'm not poor. Look, how about we just talk about each other's background tomorrow at the dinner? Like I said before, it's a great chance to get to know each other. I do apologize that it's come to this, but you really need to stop making these assumptions about me, okay? Wouldn't it be better to meet and talk this out first than do this over messaging? We'll be digging holes deeper and deeper if we keep messaging like this. Well, by the looks of it, I guess you're not going to cancel your reservation at our table tomorrow. You're going to end up regretting this decision. Tomorrow you'll be in an upper-class restaurant, so you, a poor woman, will be so happy, won't you? I bet you've got nothing nice to wear either. I don't think I'll be acting the way you assume I will, but thanks for the advice you're giving. I'll also be a little more careful with what I choose to wear. Well, the better thing to do would be to not come to the dinner tomorrow, okay? I've given you a lot of advice, so you need to take it seriously. And again, I thank you for that, but this is all for my son, and I'll put him first in this. I've got no plans to cancel. I'll see you tomorrow at the dinner, Gwyneth. Okay, you've made your point in this. You should have taken my advice. You need to go home early. Don't even think about showing your face in front of my family again. Wow, I am stunned by your reaction, Gwyneth. I thought that you were a grown woman who knew how to treat people better. I never expected that Whitney's mother would be so arrogant. How could you be like that in front of so many people? It's crazy. Are you serious with that line, Charlotte? A poor woman's words like that don't even hurt me. At least I'm not a single mother like you. Hey, I had to hold myself back since we were all greeting each other for the first time before my son gets married to your daughter. I've hit the limit of my patience, so of course I'm going home. Please give my regards to your husband, Dan. My husband will be coming to the restaurant sometime soon, but I'll have dinner with my family and we will then leave. I bet that you really wanted to eat at a really high-class restaurant. You know, I really wish you could have eaten that food that was specially prepared for you. When it comes to cooking, do you even call them dishes? What makes you think that I don't know anything about food? Well, I know that being in a restaurant like this is such a treat for you. Since you're a poor person, you should eat as much as you can. I really didn't expect my son's own mother-in-law would look down on his mother so much. To be honest, I am shocked that a mother has this sort of attitude. Would you please hold back on making me cut ties with my son? It's a horrible idea. What if I were to make a complaint about you? Yeah, sure you will. If you were to come back inside now, I'll feed you some food, okay? But I did say yesterday you'll regret it if you do anything. Wow. You look down on me and then you're overjoyed at the fact that I walked out of the restaurant? You're the one who's going to regret the joy you have. I hate to break it to you, but you'll see what hell feels like soon enough, Gwyneth. You'll be the one regretting all the actions you took. Karma works in mysterious ways, you know? What the heck? What the hell are you even talking about? Do you really think over-exaggerating is going to do anything to me? If you wanted to eat with me that much, you should have come back here and sat at the table. Let the two families meet and we can enjoy dinner at a 5-star restaurant. Ah, if only you weren't a poor single parent and thinks that one dish is a whole meal. All right, that's it. I've had enough of this. I feel uncomfortable being in this conversation, so if you'll excuse me, I'll leave. It seems like my son will be going home with you today, so I'll leave you all to it. I'll just try and take my mind off of this. This is too much for me right now. I don't need this.
Gwyneth, you need to listen to what I'm about to say to you. What did you say to that person?
Huh? What on earth are you talking about? I don't know who you're talking about. You need to give me a bit more of an explanation.
I was late for a meeting because I ran into Ryan and he talked to me. Did his mother already leave to go home? I heard that you only had her there so that you could target her with your terrible attitude. Don't you think you're mistaken? Are you kidding me with this crap, Gwyneth?
Oh, you met up with Ryan? Oh, that's nice, dear. That's right. I guess I did kind of target her. You know full right that a woman at the bottom of society is not suitable for being in this family. So I told her nice and politely to not show up to the dinner and to just go home. What's so wrong with that? We don't need her kind around here.
Are you kidding me, Gwyneth? Would you cut the crap? Why do you always have to start drama? This is why I never tell you anything.
Excuse me, you can't just talk to me like this, Dan. What on earth are you talking about anyways? Why don't you tell me things?
Because you always read things the wrong way. Don't you understand what you did? That person you pushed away is the president of my company.
Huh? What person? Who is the president of the company? Oh, what are you talking about, Dan? Dan, you're not making a lick of sense to me.
Ryan's mother, Charlotte, the one you've been treating so horribly, is the president of the company that I work for, President Watson. Can't you imagine all the blood rushing to my cheeks? I'm so embarrassed. Do you understand what you've done? She's my boss.
Whoa. Just rewind a little bit, okay? What are you saying? I've got no idea what's going on. I'm so confused, Dan. Are you saying that Charlotte is your boss? Not that miserable, poor, single mother. Oh, surely not. You must be mistaken.
You're seriously the scum of all humanity, Gwyneth. Why did you treat her this way just because she raised her son as a single mother? Her husband was actually the previous president of the company. Unfortunately, he passed away in a car accident over 10 years ago.
Oh, God. Are you being serious? Look, I had no idea that any of that happened to her and that her husband was the last president of your company.
I was the one that asked her son to marry our daughter in the first place. I feel like that's a pretty coherent conversation, Gwyneth. I was so happy that our children decided to get married to each other. Originally, I was the one asking Charlotte to set up as a couple.
What the heck are you saying? Why didn't you tell me such an important matter? You should have kept me in the loop so none of this would have happened. I had no idea of this at all. I had no idea that Charlotte was the president of the company. It was hard to imagine her as a president. What's so bad about me acting like I did?
President Watson didn't want people to pay too much attention to her high-level position. I didn't say anything because I wanted you to get to know each other. Not as career people, but as family. The way we should have done it, I really thought that you had more manners than what you showed, but I was wrong. I really never expected anything like this to happen. This is all your fault, you stupid woman. How could you treat her like that?
Okay, just hold on a minute. Whitney just left. Where the heck is she going? Oh, for goodness sake, if things continue like this, I'll be all alone in this restaurant. It's going to be so awkward sitting at this huge table. This was not supposed to happen. This is that woman's fault. She should have just been truthful about herself. Can you please hurry up and get here, Dan? Let's just discuss things and think about all of this together.
No way. I am coming over there just so you won't be alone at a table. It's completely impossible to reason with you, Gwyneth.
What did you just say to me? What's so impossible about talking to me? All you had to do was tell me the truth.
I never told you anything because you're always so quick to judge people before you get to know them. I can't even look at your face right now. You need to leave the restaurant right now. Even if I go and apologize to President Watson, it doesn't change what you said and did to her. For now, the reservation will only be for Ryan and Whitney. It wouldn't be good if you were still hanging around and ruining the mood. So get out! You've caused enough trouble for one day and for a lifetime, to be honest. How dare you treat a widow so badly? She never asked for this single mother life. How dare you be so rude?
Wait, Dan. Oh, don't you think you're being too harsh right now? Wait, sweetheart, please. Where are you right now? Please talk to me. Hello, Charlotte. Are you there? I really do apologize for messaging so late at night. Do you have time to talk by any chance right now? What do you want to say to me this time, Gwyneth? What could you possibly say so that it seems like you're looking down on me? I've got absolutely nothing at all to say to you anymore. I'm done listening to all the nonsense you say. You've said and done enough. Are you just trying to dish out more crap to make me feel bad? Oh, please don't say that. It's imperative that I talk to you right now. I've come here to apologize, but also to say that isn't it terrible that we couldn't participate in the dinner tonight? I had no idea that you were the president of a company. I really did act a little rude tonight, and I shouldn't have. It was not good. If I had known that you were the president of my husband's company, I wouldn't have behaved the way that I did. Well, what you said to me told me all there is to know about you, Gwyneth. I know enough now about you and what judgments I need to make. Huh? What is that supposed to mean? Charlotte, I just admitted that if I'd known more about you, I wouldn't have acted like that. You know, Dan, my managing director, had something to say about your attitude. I can't trust people who turn their backs on me. He was right in not saying anything to you. The words you said and the way you behaved to me yesterday and today was enough for me to see. I've got no desire to become relatives with you. Okay, I understand why you would say that to me, but you calling off our children's marriage just because you don't like me is a bit far, isn't it? There's no way that I could possibly cancel their marriage when they go quite well together. I'm not that much of a self-centered person. Huh? Oh, what you're saying makes no sense then. We'll probably be relatives if this marriage still goes on, right? I'm Whitney's mom and you're Ryan's mom. Well, I guess it was a good idea to have had you join us at the restaurant. I just wish I knew more about you, but I don't know why you got me kicked out, though. I guess you've misunderstood the situation once again, Gwyneth. I wasn't the one who kicked you out. You were kicked out by your husband, Dan. It seems like Whitney and Dan have grown really fond of me and didn't want me to be interrogated and berated by you. Huh? What do you mean that they've grown fond of you? What have you done for my husband and daughter to make them like you so much? You know why they like me, even if I don't have to tell you all the details. Your husband must have told you this himself, right? I don't get what you're talking about, Charlotte. I was told that he would get a divorce from me and that I would have to leave the house. I'm just feeling so emotional right now. I just can't think straight. There's no way that he's being serious, right? Oh, this can't be happening to me. Well, that's not something that I know about, Gwyneth. That's your own business that you have to deal with because of what you did. Your actions angered our managing director, who is normally really calm when issues arise. I guess this won't ever end for him unless he does something about it. Well, it sounds like now you'll have nothing to do with Whitney anymore, so there's not much reason to refuse their marriage, right? What do you mean by that? Are you telling me that Whitney and you will no longer be a part of my family anymore? How can you possibly do this? Don't you think you're taking this a little bit too far, Charlotte? You do realize that she's my daughter, right? You can't make her leave me. I'm not making her or your husband do anything they don't want to do. Your actions have embarrassed her and Dan, and they just don't want you around anymore. We're going to let your family decide what they're going to do about this mess of a situation. To be honest, it doesn't matter to me if you get divorced. Or that they're cutting ties with you. Even if those things don't happen, I'm sure they'll still decide to not hang around a family member like you anymore. What? How dare you say something like that to me? My own family can't do this to me. I've come here to apologize, and this is what I get in return? I want Ryan to be happy, and he's very happy with Whitney. She's a good girl, and she doesn't have any of your horrible traits. That's why I'm agreeing to them getting married. I want what is best for them. You obviously care more about status than anything else. With or without knowing my circumstances, you still made assumptions about me and decided to make me go away just because I'm a single mother. I lost my husband. I wasn't a single mother by choice. I can't forgive you for treating me like a poor person when I'm not. You shouldn't be treating anyone like that at all. Don't you think it's natural for me to have this sort of response? That I don't want you involved with this family after what you said? Please don't do this to me. Please just ignore what I said and did earlier on. I've been reflecting on what I did, and I was definitely going a bit insane. I just automatically thought that single mothers are generally poor because their husbands leave them with nothing. I didn't know you lost yours. But now I understand what's going on here. Look, Charlotte, I'm really sorry for what I did, and I'll never do it again. Could you please mediate between me and my husband? He's not listening to me, and he won't return any of my calls. Since you're his boss, I'm sure he'll listen to you, and he'll do what you say. Wait, what? Why are you getting me involved for? Why should I have to do it? Your marriage and the relationship you have with your daughter is none of my business. I'm not some witch who can magically fix your problems. My husband is really angry with me because I made you angry when I didn't mean to. I had no idea of your situation. This will all be resolved if you just tell Dan that you don't care and that we can all start over and just try and build a family together. Don't destroy my marriage. Gwyneth, you've brought this on yourself. You're destroying your own marriage, not me. Stop blaming me for everything that goes wrong in your life. I've got no idea where you're coming from with this at all, but I've had enough of it. You've completely betrayed your husband's trust in not making judgments. We're all simply rejoicing in the fact that the children are going to marry each other. I've arranged another meeting with us excluding you. I feel so sorry for Dan that it had to come to this, but you just ruined everything and, well, you've got to pay for it now. Please, just do something to help me. What will happen if I get divorced? If that happens, I've got nowhere else to go. I'll be homeless. And that's not all. Whitney's also mad at me, right? Oh, please, just help me out. Don't mess up my family any more than it already is. I'm really over this entire conversation, so if you'll excuse me, I've got business to attend to. But aren't you glad this happened, Gwyneth? At least now you'll find out how a poor person feels, right? Please eat some rice before you get kicked out of your house. With that, I say goodbye to you, you horrible woman. Stop judging a book by its cover. Get to know people first. You know what? I don't think I ever want to step foot into another 5-star restaurant ever again because of you. You've put me off so much. In the end, Charlotte ignored Gwyneth for the rest of the night. Gwyneth tried to apologize to her over and over again, but it wasn't going to be enough. She tried to flatter Charlotte, but she was not paying her any attention. And of course, Whitney and Gwyneth's husband Dan also cut her out of their lives. Once they held another meeting without Gwyneth present, the meeting continued without her being there. They communicate way better without her around. It sounds like Whitney and Ryan had an amazing wedding celebration and are happily married now. Gwyneth was not invited even though she was the mother of the bride. She wasn't even allowed to come into the wedding venue at all. It's ironic how she couldn't attend, but it's the result of her own actions. There's no way that anyone would sympathize with Gwyneth on this. She brought it on herself. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this. Hey girl, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm on top of the world right now. Milo is literally the most loveliest guy I've ever met. I spent a bit of time with him today and he was just so attentive. And you think he's just a waste of space? You're delusional. I don't get it. Why are you spending time with Milo? You know that he's supposed to be dating me, right? Do you not know your boundaries? What do you mean, why? Isn't it obvious? You know I have a right to meet up with people, including Milo, right? Since when am I not allowed to freely hang out with other people? Don't be stupid. I know you can, but you do know that I'm in love with Milo, right? Don't you know there's a friend code when it comes to relationships? You're just contacting me because you wanted to rub your encounter in my face, aren't you? That you're taking up his time when he should be with me? Have you ever thought that maybe you're tying him down too much? You better stop doing that so I can spend more time with him. Women who keep their men all to themselves are hated on a lot, you know? Milo also said that as well. It doesn't make sense why you're doing this, Samara. Why do you keep laying your hands on my man? Why would you do this to your friends? It's really horrible. This is the second time you've tried to do this, right? Why would you do that to me, to your own friend? Don't you think you're being a bit hasty by saying I'm trying to get my hands on him, Leilani? It's not entirely my fault, you know? Well, I did have my hands on the previous boyfriend I tried to nab, but they're just irresponsible. I can't help it. But I know that they can't help it either. Milo is just such a gentleman, and I wish that we could have a loving and peaceful relationship. I wish for that so badly, just for a man to love me. You want to be in a loving relationship with him? Excuse me? What is going on here? Why are you harassing me with this so much? Don't you remember that I moved away just so that I could get away from you and what you were trying to do? Why are you even in town right now? If you keep being all hysterical, Leilani, you're going to age like crazy and you'll be covered in wrinkles by the time you're 40. Maybe you should consume a bit more calcium? Do you want some supplement recommendations? I'll be happy to give you some. I'll also tell you some of the supplements that are good for when you need to diet as well. Oh, I'm sorry. I might have hit a nerve with that statement. Are you kidding me with this crap you're pulling, Samara? How far are you going to go? Or are you trying to make fun of me? Okay, you really need to answer my question. Why are you doing this to me? What have I ever done to you, Samara? I thought I was being a good friend to you. Because I want to enjoy my life and feel alive. What's so wrong with that? It just so happened that I match well to your boyfriend. But I don't have any intentions of stealing him away from you or anything like that. If that happens, though, it's not entirely my fault. You were pushing them away. Okay, that's enough. You're making me feel so bad right now. Don't ever contact me ever again. You're a complete homewrecker. You know that, right? Oh, wow. I didn't think you'd get so frustrated over something so small. You're such a loser, Leilani. Don't let this get to you. When we were students, you were always so bossy and telling everyone what they should and shouldn't do. You've never been cool. That's it. I'm cutting you off. I don't want you anywhere near me ever again. We are not friends, so stop trying to get involved with people in my life. Whatever you say, Leilani. You'll be nothing without me, you know. I am the only cool friend you have. You'll end up alone one day.
Hey, Leilani. How are you doing? Are you actually able to attend the wedding? I'm so happy that you'll be able to make the big day.
Why, of course I'm going to come to the wedding of one of the best colleagues I've ever worked for. Is it normal to be this happy about things like this?
Of course, because you've always taken care of me at work and have shown me the ropes. My goal is to be like you, Leilani. You're such a great person to work with.
You think I'm a great person to work with? Surely that's a bit of an exaggeration, right? I don't really do much at work.
No, not at all. It's one of my current goals to be a great worker like you. But I'm aiming to be something bigger than I am now. In the future.
I feel like that might be a bit rude, but I suppose there's no malice to what you're saying, so I guess it's fine that you said that. Anyway, I wanted to ask a more important question. The person you're getting married to, Samara, is it? What kind of person are they?
Oh, I see. Yeah, I could tell you a bit about her. She's about 4 years older than me, and I can rely on her for almost anything. Oh, actually, I'm pretty sure she's the same age as you, Leilani. If you'd like, I'd love to introduce you to her.
Oh, right. I see. The same age as me, huh? Wow, it really is such a small world out there. It's just so strange how people end up together.
Huh? What do you mean by that? Have you met Samara somewhere before? Are you acquaintances already?
I don't know if this is the same person that I've met before or not. I'm just theorizing if they have the same last name as the Samara I've met. I just want to ask you one more thing. Are you happy that you're going to be married to your girlfriend soon?
Are you asking me if I'm happy about marrying the love of my life? Of course I am, silly. She's the kind of woman I need in my life. She's very strong and helps pull me along when it comes to difficult things. That's why I feel like I have to do my best for her.
Well, that's really good to hear, Will. I'm glad that you found someone like that. Sorry, I was just wondering who she actually was.
That's okay, but I'd still very much like to introduce you to her. I'm sure she'd love to meet at least one of my colleagues.
I don't know, I just feel that something is off, but I'll happily support you on your wedding day. I wish you all the happiness in the world on your special day.
Aw, that's very sweet of you. Thank you so much for those kind words, Leilani. Both of us look forward to seeing you on our wedding day. As a congratulatory gift, you don't need to get us anything too outrageous. Just something small is fine.
Oh, well, you deserve more than something small, but okay. Whatever happens, I hope you'll have a fun day to look forward to. Oh my god, this seriously isn't happening right now. Did I really just see you, Leilani, in the parking lot? Why did you come here? I thought that you cut ties with me. It doesn't even look like you're trying to do that. Well, I guess you found me, huh? That was really fast. I thought I could get away with you not seeing me. I knew you'd come around because you love me too much. Even though you said that you were cutting ties from me, you still decided to show up here to the ceremony. Well, I was sent an invitation after all, so it seems like I couldn't refuse this offer. Anyway, I have other things I wanted to ask. So, first of all, what happened to you and Milo, huh? When I looked at the wedding invitation, I really thought it would be his name on it. Huh? Milo? Oh, right, him. Yeah, we broke up like a long time ago. When he opened up to show me who he truly was, he was just a normal and useless human being. It makes so much sense because he was dating you, and you're both more or less have the same type of personality. As usual, I am not surprised that you said that to me. You've been making so many snide comments towards me lately. Well, at the time, I had like 3 guys on the go at once, but I got so tired of getting all of their attention, so I dumped Milo and then the other one too. In the end, the one who remained is the groom. He's completely devoted to me. It's so sweet. He's so smart and caring and kind, and above all, very handsome. I see. Out of the 3 guys you were dating, he won, I suppose. I don't get why you'd do something like this, Samara. I thought you were more mature than that. Yeah, but of course he doesn't know anything about the situation I was in, and he'll never find out about it. I mean, have you seen my soon-to-be husband? He's really cool, isn't he? Also, he's an upcoming hire for this really famous company. He's still quite young, but I am sure he'll earn a lot more money from now on. Wow, Samara, do you seriously only think about your loss and gain from relationships? Don't you know how a lot of these men have loved you? Well, don't most people think like that? I mean, I guess I was in love with Milo for a little bit, but it was only for a short time. I just got so bored, you know? Well, I guess that also made Milo your ex-boyfriend, too. I guess he loved me, but he just always let himself wander too much when it came to the opposite sex. Okay, I get it, Samara. So how long will you be treating me as your enemy? I've not done anything to you. I suppose the grudge that you've had since we were students is still going strong. It's crazy. Huh? What are you talking about? This has got nothing to do with our student days anymore. I'm just living my life the way I want to. Besides, the person I'm marrying, Will, has no connection to you, okay? Why must I complain so much until you're satisfied? I think you're confused. That's not what I'm trying to do here. But I somehow get involved with things that you do. It's because you made the decision to come to my wedding ceremony today, so of course you're involved. You need to take this wedding invite seriously. I don't just invite anyone and everyone. But to be honest, I just sent it with the intention of making fun of you with everyone from our school days when they arrive. Oh, I see what you're trying to do. You just want to watch me rot and make me feel completely embarrassed by how you stole my ex from me. How long have you been hanging around here for? This is actually really frustrating. Even though you lost your man so many times to me, you still showed up to the ceremony. Don't you realize that I sent that invitation as a joke? You do know that there are no more seats available to sit down at, right? I never wanted to go because of you, Samara. I haven't got a clue what you're on about. I got the invite from the groom. Huh? What do you mean you got the invite from the groom? How could you when you can't possibly know him? I came to the ceremony today because I received an invitation to come and sit on the groom's side of the venue. Even though you sent me an invitation out of spite, I was never going to support you and watch you get married. If you're planning on sitting on the groom's side, does this mean that you know Will somehow? Are you acquaintances? That seriously can't be true. You know that he's a really successful person, right? He's on a completely different level than you. The world that I live in is very different than yours, Leilani. Even though you don't know anything about me, it doesn't mean that you can talk down to me about my life. Hey, I know you very well. Ever since we were students, you were always the girl with a strong desire to get everyone's approval. Trying to stand out, getting the top score in all the tests we did, getting the first place in state for badminton. Everyone was thinking and laughing at you with how much you wanted to be noticed. Such an attention seeker. I don't get it. Even though you say that this has nothing to do with our school days, you keep mentioning it a lot. You remember things quite well. We should really get back to the topic at hand, since this is totally unrelated. I'm actually Will's boss at his company. Hold on a minute. What? I think we know for a fact that's not true. You do know that he works for one of the most well-known companies in the country, right? It would definitely not be the type of company that you'd work for. You've hardly got any qualifications to work in a top-notch company. I thought so too, but 2 years ago I was scouted as a programmer. Will also was hired to work as a programmer as well, okay? That's why as an educator, I have built a lot of relationships with people at the company, including Will. Will? A programmer? Really? First of all, we all know that you're talking crap right now, Leilani. Stop trying to bring him down to your level. Excuse me? No, that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm being serious. He's a programmer at my company. Why don't you try asking him for yourself? He's a staff member of my company and he's a programmer. No matter how you look at it, being a programmer isn't just some fun job he does on the side. I thought he was more of a businessman because he wears suits all the time. I thought that he was an accountant for a big corporation or something. Well, it seems like you don't really know who Will is as a person. You hardly know a thing about him, Samara. As long as he works for some hotshot company that's famous nationwide, you don't care about anything else, not even his feelings. It sucks, really. Yeah, I get it. Don't get mad at me just because I exposed what you truly are and how you lied about being able to come to this wedding. I'll ask Will now about his job and other things, so please just wait a moment, okay? Surely he'll tell me that he's a hardworking businessman. Why the heck would you hide something like that from me? Don't you trust me with things like this? Wait, what? What on earth are you talking about? What could I possibly be hiding, Samara? You are actually Will's boss, and you work at the same company. How did I not get told this? Why am I only hearing about this information now? I don't know why you're making such a big deal about this, Samara. I didn't even know until I received the wedding invitation. But you did find out after you got your invitation in the mail, right? Why didn't you contact me and tell me then? I feel so embarrassed about this now. How could I not see that he was some kind of programmer? How come I didn't see that something was happening? Look, I just didn't want to get involved because I knew that it was going to be such a hassle. I work with Will every day. I was invited to the wedding, and there's no way that I'd turn around and say I'm not going. He's my colleague, after all. I want you to go home right now. You are ruining everything. I'll explain to Will that you got sick or something. I want you to leave right now. No, I'm not just going to get up and leave now. I will enjoy watching the ceremony until the very end. No, I've had enough of your games. You need to leave this instant. It is such a pain to have someone as evil as you hanging around. If you don't leave now, I'll call the security company and they can kick you out. I don't want you hanging around here just so that you can stir up trouble. That's all you ever do. I have 2 invitations, Samara. Why am I the one being kicked out here? I've come here to celebrate 2 people getting married. Not a lot of people do that every day. Because I have had enough of you and you're really frustrating me right now. Why is this happening on my wedding day? Aw, I'm sorry that things are tough for you right now, but I guess hang in there. It'll all be over soon enough.
Leilani? I'm really sorry for all the things that are happening right now. I guess you and Samara did know each other after all.
Yeah, I had a feeling it was her when I got to the venue. I could hear her voice loud and clear. She was a childhood friend and my schoolmate. When we were in high school together, I thought that she was my best friend, but now, yeah, not so much.
Oh, is that right? Wow, I can't believe that you both went to the school and were friends. Man, this is a very small world. Okay, so what were you two arguing about exactly? Samara seems quite irritated right now. She was talking to a security guard earlier, so I was wondering what happened.
Okay, well, I suppose you're right. We did get into a bit of an argument before.
Okay, wow. You were? Why would you both be arguing on a day like this? It's not the best look to be picking a fight at a wedding venue.
It was about a bunch of stuff, really. It was kind of petty what she was saying, in my opinion. We were childhood friends, after all. You're still happy to marry Samara, right? When you're together, you're happy, right? You don't feel anything negative?
Yes, I still do. But I'm a little bit worried about the situation now. Samara was always saying bad things about her best friend from school.
Wait, what? Why would she badmouth me for... I haven't done anything to her in my life.
Yeah, I had a feeling she was talking about you because there aren't many people named Leilani. And I knew you both were from the same area. She always used to tell me about the hate she had for you, and she would say just horrible things about you. Now that I think about it, when Samara was talking about you, it really did sound like it was all a lie.
Wait, it sounded like she was lying? What do you mean by that? What did she say to you exactly?
Well, I highly doubt that you were arrested twice for stealing, right? You didn't do that, did you?
Excuse me? Samara accused me of stealing? Is she insane? I don't get why she's making up so many stories about me. I thought she and I were friends.
Look, she always talked about this girl called Leilani, and apparently you were stealing things when you went to school together, and that's why everyone started to hate you. Also, during the preliminary rounds of the badminton tournament that you participated in, she said that she mixed laxatives into your water. I suppose that it was to prevent you from competing or something like that.
Are you kidding me with this crap, Will? Did she really do something like that? I don't believe this.
Well, that's what Samara told me. Then I heard that you were arrested for theft after you all graduated from high school. Apparently, you committed that crime twice, and that you ate gravel or something. It was getting weird by this point.
That story is complete and utter nonsense. You know that, right? And I don't eat gravel. Who says that? It seems like this won't work out unless I have a private conversation with Samara.
Yeah, I feel like I'm now stuck in a very awkward situation. I'm not good at dealing with this type of confrontation. I didn't think my wedding day would be like this.
I know what you mean, Will. I'm really sorry that you're having to go through this when it's supposed to be a happy day for you. Okay, I'm going to try and talk to Samara again about this. This has gone far enough now.
Yes, please try and talk with her. I would also like to request that the start of the ceremony be delayed as well.
Okay, that'll be great. Thank you. I'll go and give her a piece of my mind. She needs to know how ridiculous this all is. Samara, we need to have a proper conversation. I'm not going to beat around the bush anymore. I wouldn't try and ignore my messages if I were you. Will told me all of the lies you've been making up about me. Are you kidding me? This isn't a good time. What do you even want to talk about now? There's no point in having the ceremony. I'm going home now. What do you mean there's no point in holding a ceremony anymore, Samara? You do know that Will was really happy to be getting married to you, right? Why is there no point in doing the ceremony anymore? You're just going to leave a man who's devoted to you at the altar? Really, Samara? And why do you think this is any of your business? I've made my decision, all right? Why are you butting into my life so much? This isn't because Will and I work at the same company now, is it? That's not the reason why you left the ceremony, is it? Because it's kind of pathetic if that's the case. What are you even talking about? Why are you trying to talk to me? Can't you just let me be? You're so irritating. I know that your purpose in life was to push me down and make me suffer for no reason at all. So to show off that your soon-to-be husband works for a successful company, you sent me an invitation to your wedding. Then you found out that I turned out to be his boss, so you can no longer try to pull me down. That's why you're acting like this, right? This is why you've gotten so depressed? Because I outrank you or something? Why do you think I feel this way? You're the one who's made me feel bad. Everything was your fault, you know? Back then, Will told me that you gave me some laxatives. You put them in my water bottle so that I couldn't play in the tournament that day? I don't think it's a good idea to be having this conversation. I was just talking about my friends during my school life. I really didn't think that you and Will would ever meet each other. Like, what are the odds that you just happen to be in the same job sector anyways? Well, I don't mind if it's talked about now, but I wanted to say that I won the badminton competition because I worked and trained really hard. It's true that you were eliminated in the preliminary rounds, but I didn't care about you hating me. I just wanted to do well, and I think I did. You needed to get through those negative feelings you had towards me. You always stuck your nose up at me. You always looked down on people like me. You started acting like you were the school hero and that you could approach anyone about any topic. You used to always go home with me, but then you started walking home with your other so-called friends. You completely ditched me and didn't care about me. That's not... I didn't mean to. People just asked to walk with me, and I don't understand why you're holding a grudge against me after all this time. You're so annoying and always looked down on me like I was nothing to you. The same goes for when we had tests. You always got the top score in the class. That made you so popular, didn't it? Both good at studying and playing sports. Even though I tried my best, I could never beat you. I can't believe you're bringing all of this up when all this happened so many years ago, Samara. Then you started dating that guy, and I just couldn't believe that you'd betray me like that. You should have known that I liked him a lot. Hey, when I told you that he confessed that he had a crush on me, I told you then, remember? You said to me, don't worry about me. Just be honest about your feelings, so I was. I've always been open with you and tried to be your friend, but you made it really difficult for me. What else was I supposed to do other than say that? I couldn't help but feel frustrated and sad all at the same time. Look, I'm sorry you felt like that, Samara. I didn't realize that you held this all in for all this time. It's true that I may have underestimated your feelings. I'm really sorry for doing that to you, but you shouldn't let what happened in the past take over you. You can't hold on to what happened anymore. It'll eat you alive, Samara. But I also knew that you meant no harm. I think I was just making matters worse for myself. Thank you for apologizing. I'm sorry. This is all my fault. I did steal your boyfriend so I could get some sort of revenge on you. I wasn't really thinking about how you would feel about it at all, and that was awful of me to do that. Look, it doesn't matter. We don't need to keep bringing it up over and over again. I was so annoyed with what you both did. Either way, he was a man who couldn't resist the temptations of another woman. I don't know why men act like this and want to hurt women so badly, especially when they want to get with one of her friends. But I thought about all of this after I dated your 2 ex-boyfriends. I'm sorry to say it, but you really don't have an eye for men. Yeah, I get it, Samara. There's no need to start. But maybe you've got a better eye for men. Will is a really nice person. I suppose it's time for the ceremony to start already. What should I do? I've got no idea how to do this. Will must hate me so much right now for ditching the ceremony. I just thought there was no point in hanging around. Will is going around apologizing to the guests at the ceremony. When the bride runs away from the wedding venue on her special day, the most painful part is for the groom to stay behind and say sorry for what happened. If you don't get over here soon, Will isn't going to work it out with you. That's very true. Okay, I understand. Leilani, I really am sorry for what I did to you. I wasn't thinking at all. Also, thank you for everything you've done today. I'm just trying to help out my work friend more than anything. You've got to work really hard with him so that he understands what happened and what's going on now. You can't leave Will in the dark. I totally understand. I just hope that one day you can forgive me for what I've said and done to you. I didn't mean to do all the things that I did. All I wanted was my friend back, and you gained so much popularity over the years. Next time, you really need to tell me how you're feeling so that you don't jump to conclusions and create chaos in our friendship. Look, you're going to have to work super hard at gaining my trust back. I can't fully forgive you for what you did to me today because I didn't do anything to you. Look, all I want to do is enjoy my life, so let me do that. After that, Samara hurried back to the ceremony, but it was already too late and the wedding was canceled. She was scolded by her own father, and the groom's family were staring daggers at her. Will, who understood the circumstances, didn't abandon her. They've decided on a new wedding date and are now living together. Samara deeply regrets her actions on that day. Will decided to pay for all the expenses for the ceremony. He worked really hard at work every day just to pay off what they owed for the ceremony that didn't go ahead. He's also apologized to Leilani for what happened. To be honest, she didn't care anymore. She didn't think that it was something that she could easily forgive. She told them to keep apologizing until it felt right to forgive them. Maybe one day Leilani and Samara will be best friends again, but only time and enough apologizing will tell. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.
Isabel, how are you? Where are you right now?
Charlotte, hi. I'm well. How are you? I'm at my parents' today. The kids haven't seen their grandparents in a while, so I thought it would be good to have a visit. Are you okay? Did you need me for something?
Oh, no, nothing's wrong. I just heard that you're gonna move out.
Yeah, we are. Not yet, but we've already spoken to a real estate advisor. Rumors really do spread fast, don't they? I guess I shouldn't be surprised since it's such a small community. We haven't decided when we'll be moving, but I think it'll happen in the next few weeks. We're hoping we can move out as soon as possible.
Oh, where are you gonna move?
We're going to move in with my parents. That's part of the reason why we're visiting for a few days. Both of my parents are getting on in age, and they're finding it difficult to get the shopping and chores done. My mother is especially frail recently. We're going to have their house remodeled to make it easier for them to move around and so we can all fit in. My husband's also asked to get relocated to this state for work, and they're giving us the green light, so everything's going according to plan.
Really? Well, good for you. But it'll be so lonely without you. If you're not here, I can't go to yours have lunch anymore. Who's gonna make us all those delicious lunches?
Yeah, I'm sure the kids will miss seeing each other every day at lunchtime.
I won't be able to eat your cakes and sweets either. Your handmade brownies are the best I've ever tasted. And I'll need to find someone else to drive my kids to school. Oh, it was really great having you around to drive us whenever we needed it. Without you here, I'm gonna have to do so much stuff myself.
Yeah, that's true. If you ever have the time, feel free to come visit us here. That'll give the kids a chance to see each other again. It's far from the city, but there's a lot of nature, and it's a lovely place with a lot of beautiful views. There's plenty of space for the kids to run around, too.
If you're gonna pay for the gasoline for the trip, then sure. You're moving out of state, aren't you? It'll take us a few hours' drive to get there, and that sounds really tiring. How about you come and get us?
I think that's going to be difficult. I'd have to drive around for 6 hours just to get you here. Well, if you're ever in the area, then let me know. I can prepare some brownies. Anyway, I've got to go. I'll talk to you later.
Oh, hey, wait a sec. I still have something to ask. What are you gonna do with your car when you move?
We'll be taking it with us, of course. We won't be able to get around without a car. We won't be living in the city anymore, so a car is a necessity.
Oh, but won't it be a bother to drive there? You could get a bus there and a new car when you arrive. I'll take your old car off your hands if you want.
I'm sorry, what? Were you just trying to make a joke? The car I have now is still new, so there's no point in buying another one.
Oh, I guess you really like that car. What about your furniture? The big electrics like your dishwasher and fridge? Oh, what about your TV? Are you gonna leave those behind? Why don't I just take them for you? That way you can save having to move them all the way to your parents' house. I prefer the refrigerator the most. The one we have right now is really small, and I've been looking for a big one like yours. Plus, your fridge is a new model, isn't it? It's energy saving too, right? But it's really big. It'll be really difficult to take with you. I should take it for you.
I'm grateful you're being so considerate, but we won't be leaving anything behind. We'll be using a moving company to take everything with us, and we've already made a list of the things that'll be going in the trucks, so you don't have to worry about lightening our load or anything. As for the stuff we don't need, we'll be selling those online, so there's no problem whatsoever.
What? Are you being serious? You're gonna sell things online, but you're not gonna give anything to me? I thought we were friends, so I was expecting something when I heard you were moving away.
Excuse me?
Well, you're moving away, so I thought you would give me something. I never thought you would just sell everything without telling me. I was really looking forward to seeing what I might get. I'm really disappointed in you. I thought you were much better than that. You could give me something, you know. We've been friends for a while now. You're surprisingly selfish, aren't you?
I don't understand why I have to be insulted like that. And you're calling me selfish? I don't think I owe you anything after all the favors I've done for you.
I don't remember you doing me any favors. What about your house? I can have that, can't I?
You want my house? Are you kidding me?
You definitely won't be using it. You're moving to a different house. And you can't take it with you. There's no point keeping it as a summer home since there aren't any great vacation spots in this area. We are friends, aren't we? You won't give me any furniture, so you'll give me your house, right? I'll forgive you for deciding to sell your furniture without consulting me if you do.
What on earth are you talking about?
I'm saying I want your house. Don't you understand English? You're not going to use it anyway. What's the problem? Don't tell me you're not going to give it to me either. I'm telling you I'll take your house for you. You should show a little more gratitude. I'm doing you a massive favor. This way, you don't have to deal with all the little details of having to put it on the market and sell it and all that complicated stuff.
I'm sorry. I really don't understand what you're saying. You're joking, right? Are you seriously asking me to give you my house for free?
What's so hard to understand? I want your house. It's a pretty simple sentence. My family and I are living in an apartment right now, but it's really small and cramped for all four of us. Our kids are getting bigger by the day, so it would be great if we could have a place that has more rooms so they can each have their own space. They need privacy after all. Your house is detached and it's really big too. Your kids each have their own room, don't they? My kids could use their rooms after you left. It's perfect for my family and it's great timing if you're moving out of your house. I'll take it for you and save you a lot of trouble. It's a win-win situation. You'll give it to us, won't you?
That's really funny. I'm happy that you're so fond of our choice of property, and I'm flattered, really. You really love jokes, don't you, Charlotte?
What? I'm not joking about anything, though. And I'm not trying to flatter you. I really do want your house.
What? You're being serious? But you're asking me to give you my house for free. You're just joking, aren't you? No one in their right mind would expect someone to give them their house just like that.
What's the problem? You're not just someone. We're friends.
What? You honestly think that friends would give each other an entire house for free?
Yeah, so what if I do? I'm being super serious. I want your house, so why won't you give it to me? I'm telling you, I'll take it from you for free. It'll save you a lot of time and stress dealing with selling it. You don't need it anymore, so I'll take it for you. It's a waste to just leave it behind and not do anything with it, so I'll take it off your hands. You don't have to thank me. I'm doing it out of the kindness of my heart. And I really do love what you've done with the place, so the both of us might get a lot out of it. I can tell that you've put a lot of thought into the interior design too. It's really beautiful. I love that the living room is really big too. It can't have been this big when you bought the house, so it must have cost a lot to have it reformed. My kids will love watching TV and having parties in this room. Oh, I'm sure that my husband will love living here too.
Okay, hold on. You haven't moved in yet. I haven't even given an affirmative, and you're already imagining living in my house and lording your so-called favor over me?
What? But it's a really big favor I'm doing you.
Calm down. You should listen to what you're saying. Because you really don't make any sense at all. You recognize that it took a lot of time and money to make this house the way it is, and yet you still want me to give it to you for free? I don't understand you at all. Are you okay? Do you have a fever or something? Are you delirious? You should really read your messages back and take a second to confirm if you're fine with the nonsense you've been typing up until now.
Why should I do that? All I'm doing is asking a friend if she can give me her house. Yeah, you've worked hard on making it into a home, but you're moving to another place so you don't need it anymore.
Normally, when people move out of a property they own, they sell their homes. I think that's common sense. People don't just give up their homes for free to a friend. Even if it was family, a house is way too big of an investment to give away. And usually, the person on the receiving end wouldn't accept such a thing for free either. If it were me, I would at least offer to pay a monthly rent or something to make it worth it. But regardless of whether you want it or not, we're going to sell this house. We've already spoken with a real estate agency. Because of all the work we've put into it, I think we can get a good price for it. We're going to put this house on the market.
What? You never told me that. I thought we were friends. How could you decide to sell it without offering it to me first?
I'm sorry. Do you think you're the victim in this situation? Why are you making it sound like I stabbed you in the back? I told you earlier that we had already gotten advice from a real estate agent, didn't I?
I don't remember that. But if you really thought of me as a friend, you'd give it to me for free, wouldn't you? That's the normal thing to do. I can't believe you'd sell it before offering it to your friends.
We're talking about a house, right? It's not the same as making you and your son's lunch every day and making sweets whenever you come over. It's an entire house you're asking for. You're just asking me to give you a perfectly sellable house. For free. Just because we're friends? I've never heard of anything like that before.
I thought we were friends, but I guess it was just me that thought of you like that, even though we had so much fun together up until now. I'm shocked that you won't give me your house. It makes me wonder what the point was in being so close. I never knew you were so selfish.
What? You're calling me selfish? Says the woman that never cooks her own lunch and has never invited me to have dinner at hers despite the countless number of times I've made her lunch for her? How can you be such a hypocrite? And I thought we were friends for the sake of being friends, not because we expected free gifts from each other when one of us moves. And you're asking for a house? How does that even make any sense? Of course, I'm not giving you my house for free. If you want it, you'll have to go through the proper procedures to buy it off the market. At the very least, I'll let you know when we put it out for sale.
Seriously? You're gonna make me buy your house? I can't believe you'd say something like that. And I can't believe you'd bring up lunch like that. I thought you were happy to make lunch for me. And you have the bigger house, so of course you'd be the host for our lunches. You're really horrible. You're saying that because you know I don't have the money to buy your house at the market price. I can't afford the things you can, you know. Just because you and your husband make a lot of money doesn't mean that you can look down on me like that.
I haven't said a single thing about being better than you just because I have more money. I just said that if you want my house, you can buy it. I can't give it to you for free. You're the one that's taking advantage of my kindness. I'm surprised that anyone could think that giving houses away was normal. I don't know how much money you think I have, but it's not enough to start giving things away for free. That's all I wanted to say.
Why should I have to pay for it? You should just give it to me. I've already told my husband. What am I supposed to do now?
Huh? What did you tell him?
I messaged him to tell him that I'll be able to get a free house from a friend. I already told him and he's really excited about it, so you have to give it to me. I let him know that he can come and take a look at it today while he's out. His shift should be ending soon, so I think he'll be there in an hour or so.
Wait. Your husband is coming to look at my home? Today? But I'm not there. How do you plan on getting in?
Oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you. When I came to visit the other day, I found a spare key when I was looking through the drawers of that cabinet you have in the corridor. I took it home with me so that I could use that to get into the house. You don't mind, of course. It'll be my house in a few weeks anyway.
This is unbelievable. I can't believe what I'm reading right now.
I'm already inside, so it's a bit too late to tell me I can't. I've brought my sons with me, so we're watching TV in the living room. It would be really nice if you could leave this flat screen behind for us too. It's the perfect size for such a big room. Once my husband comes, he'll be taking a tour of the house and see what we think. But I think it's obvious he's not going to say no to such a great house. He was so happy to hear that you'll be giving it to us for free. He was saying that this must be an early Christmas miracle or something. Oh, isn't he cute? He was just like a little kid that got the present he had been dreaming of.
Wait a minute. This is too much for me to take. Are you telling me you've broken into my house? Why would you tell him something so irresponsible? I haven't agreed to anything like that. Not to giving you my house, and certainly not to you having a house tour while I'm out. What you're doing right now, that's called trespassing. It's a crime. You're breaking the law. Do you understand?
Oh, don't be like that. We're friends. This doesn't count. And it's going to be mine anyways. What's so bad about me visiting my future house? Don't make such a big deal out of it. You should chill out a bit more.
Are you crazy? That's still my house. We haven't moved out yet, and our stuff is still there. And I haven't said anything about giving you my house. This entire conversation has been me saying that I'm not giving it to you. I told you, if you want it, you have to buy it. How many times do I have to tell you that I'm not giving it to you before you understand? Would you please listen to what I'm saying? I want you out of my house, right now.
Sorry, I don't understand. My kids are having fun watching their favorite TV show, and my husband's on his way. Don't worry, your house is in safe hands. It's gonna be mine in a few weeks, so it's not like we'd break anything.
You've broken into my house with a stolen key, and you're telling me not to worry? What's wrong with you? There's something seriously messed up about this situation. You're actually terrifying me. Why are you even looking through our cabinet anyway? You didn't just find the spare key, you were looking for it and you got lucky. You're a criminal.
You're overreacting. We're always visiting you. Why is this any different? We'll go as soon as my husband's taken a look at the house. It's okay, I won't let him or the kids go through your things in the bedrooms. Though, it would be interesting if we found something.
What are you going on about? It's completely different. I'm not just worried about you going through my stuff. That's the least of my worries. The problem is that you're breaking and entering. I can't believe this. I won't be able to go home until tomorrow, and I can't trust a word you say. I'm calling the police.
Ah, you're gonna call the police over something like this? You're making a big deal out of nothing. All I did was borrow your key. We're supposed to be friends. Can't you relax a little?
You didn't borrow it. I didn't say you could take it. You stole it. Friends don't do things like this, and you've broken our trust, so I don't even think of you as a friend anymore. Please get out of my house. I'm asking you nicely. If you don't, I'm calling the police.
Oh, but I was thinking about making steak for dinner. I've already prepared the vegetables and the pan's already warmed up.
What? What do you mean? Steak? I don't understand. Are you trying to make dinner in my house? And of all the things you can make, you're going to make steak?
I found some really delicious looking meat in the fridge, so I thought it would be a great idea for dinner. I asked the kids and they seem really excited. They're really hungry after running all over the place, so I've already started prepping everything. All that's left is to broil the meat.
You've got to be kidding. You let your kids run all around my house, and you're going to fill them up with food from my fridge?
We've got to put the kids first, Isabel. They're hungry. I've got to feed them. If I wait until I get home, then they'll end up going to bed much later, and you know how kids get when they stay up late. We'll go home as soon as we've eaten dinner, I promise.
How can I trust any promise you make after you've broken into my home and gone through my fridge? God knows what else you've done without telling me. You clearly think that it's okay to break the law and invade our privacy? Why shouldn't I call the police?
Okay, yeah, I went through some of your stuff and I started cooking without asking you, but it's not like I did anything bad. It's not something worth involving the police in.
You must have a screw loose if you really think that. You understand that this is a crime, don't you?
Oh, don't exaggerate. You're being such a drama queen.
I guess there's no point in trying to deal with this between us, so you give me no choice. I've already called one of my neighbors to check up on the house and told her that you're trespassing. She kindly agreed to be there when the police arrived to explain what's going on.
What? You've already told someone I'm here? And you called the police on me? Why would you do that? I thought we were friends. You're going way too far with this. Call them and tell them it's a mistake.
You keep on repeating that you thought that we were friends, but that's my line. You're the one that stepped over the line by breaking into my house. I can't believe you'd do something so stupid.
Wait a second, Isabel. Did you really call the police on me? Are they actually coming here? My husband's already on his way. He said he's gonna be here in 10 minutes. Could you just wait a little longer? As soon as my husband arrives, we'll look around really quickly and go home after we've eaten dinner. It won't take that long, so can you just call the police and tell them not to come? I swear, we'll be gone in an hour.
You're absolutely crazy if you think that's okay. You're breaking and entering. All I'm doing is reporting a crime to the police. How about you calm down and think about what you're doing? How would you feel if this was done to you? I don't think you'd be very happy either.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you this angry. I thought you'd be okay with it because we're friends. I'll apologize. Please tell the police that you made a mistake. I'll do anything you ask. Just please don't have me arrested. Oh no, someone's at the door. They keep on ringing the doorbell. What do I do? What do I have to do for you to forgive me?
It's my neighbor. She's come to see if you're still there. Why don't you answer the door and explain to her what you're doing in my house? And it's a little too late to beg for my forgiveness. You should have left the house when I first asked you to. Actually, no. You should have never stolen my key if you didn't want the police to get involved. I hope that you'll finally understand that what you've done is a crime and learn to never make the same mistake again after getting the punishment you deserve.
Wait, Isabel, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean to make you this angry. I thought you'd be okay with it because we're friends. I heard the rumors about you moving, and I've always liked your house. I just thought it would be nice to live in a place like this, and just wanted to show my husband, that's all. If anything, I wish you would just take it as a compliment. I didn't want to make you angry, I swear. I'm really sorry. Can you please forgive me?
It's too late for apologies. You've already done more than enough to ruin our friendship. You can explain the rest to the police because I'm done listening to your excuses. I'm going to let the other moms in the neighborhood know about what you did, so they'll be more cautious when they invite you into their homes. That's if they ever feel comfortable with letting you in after they hear about what happened today. I'll be speaking to the kindergarten too, just in case.
What? You don't have to do that. If you tell everyone, nobody will want to have lunch with me. I'm really sorry. Can we just forget about all of this? I'm apologizing, so can't you forgive me just this once? I won't ever do it again. Isabel, I can hear a police siren. You didn't call them off? Are they still coming to the house?
That's right. Why would I call them off? You wouldn't leave, so what other choice did I have? They're going to arrest you for breaking and entering. It's a shame that your children have to watch their mother getting arrested, but it might be a good chance for them to realize that what you've done isn't okay. Besides, it was your decision to bring them with you when you trespassed into my home. You'll have to explain that to the police as well. I don't know how much your husband knows about you stealing my key and getting into my house without my permission, but I hope that he has enough sense to know that what you've done is wrong and will be able to teach your children not to copy your actions. I hope that the effect this will have on your family, friendships, and most of all your life will teach you a lesson. Goodbye. The police arrived at Isabel's home, and Charlotte ended up being taken away to the nearest police station to be questioned. But before she was taken away, she had made a futile effort to deceive the police and had been telling them that she was just house-sitting. Thankfully, the neighbor that Isabel asked to check on her home stayed with the police to explain what she had heard from Isabel herself over line. She told the police on Isabel's behalf that Charlotte had never been asked to house sit, and that the key she used to enter the house was stolen. Charlotte's lies and excuses were meaningless, and the police officers were able to get a better idea of the situation. As for Charlotte's children, they had been nagging their mother for dinner, but when the police arrived, they finally realized that they might be in trouble. Of course, they didn't understand what for, so they were very, very relieved when their father's car appeared. Charlotte's husband had also been looking forward to having dinner, so he was surprised to find her standing with the police out on the street. After hearing the truth, he took their children home. Charlotte herself was stuffed into the back of a police car and taken away. Isabel couldn't forgive Charlotte for what she had done and decided to press charges. Luckily for Charlotte, she was charged guilty but managed to avoid time in prison by paying compensation to Isabel. However, because of the scene that she had made outside Isabel's house with the police, the entire neighborhood found out about why she had been arrested within days, and she lost all the friends she had because nobody wanted to invite someone so untrustworthy into their home. As a result, she and her family ended up moving away. Charlotte's story teaches us that being too self-centered can have deep and irreversible effects on our relationships. I hope we can all learn from her and avoid being too selfish ourselves.
I'm really looking forward to your guys' wedding tomorrow. I'm sure I'll get all emotional over it and probably cry just a bit.
Why would you cry over it? You're the one that's already married, right? I have no idea what would make you want to cry at my wedding of all places.
Well, I'll probably start to remember our past together and all that, which will lead me to crying. I mean, you're 5 years younger than me, and from the moment you were born, I've always thought of you like my baby.
Could you stop saying things like that about me? It's really embarrassing, actually. But I guess I have to thank you for a lot of things. You've always been there for me when I needed someone most, so thank you.
Now you're just trying to get me to cry, aren't you? Thanking me for all that.
But I want to know why you're crying. There's nothing you should be crying about right now. If anything, you should be celebrating me on my big event.
I know I should be, and I will come your wedding day. I'm just going to have to make sure I bring my handkerchief tomorrow is all. Also, now that I'm thinking about it, I've never met your fiancé in person before. Actually, I don't think her and I have ever even spoken to one another before.
That's a good point. You were never around back when she came over to see Mom and Dad for the first time. And I guess ever since that day, we never got around to having you come out to see her.
Seems that way. I'm sure it'll be a bit strange to be meeting her for the first time tomorrow, but I'm guessing it'll be all right.
You'll be fine. Brittany's a really calm woman, and she seems to get along with pretty much everyone. So have fun tomorrow, when you both get to talking.
All right, I will. I'm sure I'll be super anxious about it tomorrow, but I'll do my best. We as a family have to make sure we're all on good terms with one another, especially since I'll be getting a new sister-in-law.
Don't get so worked up over it. You'll be 100% fine. I want you to have a really fun time at our wedding tomorrow, so please, take it easy.
Well then, I'll do my very best. Why did you come here? You have no right coming here on this day to show your face to all of us. Are you not embarrassed by what you're doing? Get the hell out of here, you hag! Hold on a second. What is going on here? What is actually going on with you right now? Why did you do that to me of all people? What's with you coming up to me and slapping me in the face? Well, maybe it has to do with you being Roger's ex-girlfriend and that you came to his wedding to show your face. What are you thinking? Have you ever tried taking a look at the bigger picture here? No way you came to this place on this specific day by accident. Ex-girlfriend? You're talking about me? I'm not Roger's ex-girlfriend. Yes, you are. You sure are his ex, and there's no doubt about it. Who else would it be besides you, of all people? Why the hell has his ex-girlfriend come to our wedding? Ugh, this is beyond crazy to me, and I want you to know that. Just hold on a second, all right? You have the complete wrong idea about me. Just calm down for a second and let's talk all this through. You think I'm going to be able to chill out after my man's ex showed up out of the blue? Are you really the bride for this wedding today? You just made a terrible misjudgment and acted upon it by slapping me in the face and then kicking me out of the wedding hall. Do you not feel as though you went a bit overboard by doing all of that? You shut up. You're the one that's taken things overboard here. Why the hell did you come here today? Are you here to try and get in the way of my love for Roger or something? I'm sorry that you still have feelings for a guy that doesn't care for you anymore, but get lost, you hag! Brittany, I am not his ex-girlfriend. I'll keep saying that to you until the end of time if you'd like me to. Get lost, you hag! Can you please just give me a second to talk to you about this? You're being way too overbearing over there, and I would like to tell you the truth. I can leave this wedding if that's what you want from me, but before I go for good, can you please just listen to what I have to say about myself? I've been telling you that I am not Roger's ex-girlfriend, so could you please give it a rest? It's frickin' rude. I want you to apologize to me first about slapping me in the face like that, all right? I saw you cuddling with Roger just a second ago, though. What? Oh, I was hugging him, yes. Look, you're confessing to being his ex-girlfriend right now. Did you actually think you were going to squeeze your way out of this one? I know that there's still something going on between you, and I want it gone. If not, I'm only going to take things further with you. He'd better not be cheating on me with you. I told you you're wrong about all that. He and I have always hugged one another when meeting with each other, so there is no real meaning behind it besides it being a hug. And this time I was hugging him as a way of congratulating him on having a wedding. You are so annoying for an ex-girlfriend. I don't give a crap about what you guys have been doing with one another. Brittany, I am telling you that I am not his ex-girlfriend. Far from one, in fact. Well, if you're not his ex-girlfriend, then why were you cuddling with him? No how you try and think of it, something's not right here. No matter how you try and think of it, there is no good reason for Roger to be inviting his ex-girlfriend to his wedding. And that's why I was asking you about it. Why the hell did you come all the way here uninvited to be at your ex's wedding? Do you still not get how crazy you are after that slap? Perhaps I have to hit you even harder to get you to understand. I can't do this anymore. You're not even listening to me. No matter what I try and say to you, you just seem to keep going back to calling me his ex, and I just don't have the energy anymore for you. Go ahead and keep believing that I'm his ex. You don't seem to have the mental capacity to think things through anymore. I don't need to think anything through when it comes to you. I didn't ask for my man's ex to come to his wedding and cuddle with him, so get lost already. There is no place here for a depressed and lonely old hag, so go home. Then take care of my little brother for me, please. What? Wait a second. What do you mean your little brother? I'm going to head home now from this circus you're running. I'm sure some people will become really upset, though, when they realize Roger's older sister is nowhere to be found. But I'm not having any fun at this wedding for my brother and his reckless fiancé. Tell Roger to have a great day with you and that I'm out of here. Wait a second, please. Could this mean that you're Carly? That's me. You're Roger's older sister, Carly. I just told you that's me, right? And I've been saying over and over again that I am not his ex-girlfriend. But you never chose to hear me out on it. What? So then you really are Carly. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I had heard from Roger before that his ex-girlfriend was older than him, so... well, it looks like I was a little confused is all. I happen to be pretty reckless sometimes, you know. You happen to be pretty reckless? Just like what I said about you a second ago as well? But let me ask you this. Do reckless people normally go through all the trouble to slap someone they know nothing about? I might have called you reckless myself, but I might have to take that back. You're just an explosive idiot with no control over their emotions. I'm sorry, Carly. I never meant anything hurtful by doing that. At the time, I was just a little anxious is all. So now that I've had time to calm down, do you think you could maybe come back here? I think you and I should talk about this face to face. The wedding will be starting here pretty soon as well, so if you could hurry back here, we can have a little time to talk. No, thank you. What? No, thank you? What? Why not? You shouldn't have to be asking me why. I hate hearing you ask for me to come back to your wedding after what I just went through with you. Do you even have any idea what you just did to me then? Why are you asking me to come back to your wedding now? Stop getting so worked up over that and come back here. Me, the bride, is asking you to get your butt back here this instant. Excuse me? And why do I have to listen to what you want me to do now? Are you going to keep talking back to me like that just because I made a small mistake? If anything, you're the reason I made that mistake in the first place. Why, if you were his older sister, did you not say something to me sooner? You could tell that I had the wrong idea of you, so you should have tried stopping me sooner. You had no reason to not be stopping me then. Hold on. Even though you didn't know who I was, your first response shouldn't have been to come and punch me. Well, I saw you cuddling with my man. And had you just kept a calm head, you might have seen that we weren't cuddling. We were just hugging as family members do. Both Roger and I have been very close to one another all our lives, and that's why we hug so often. And actually, everyone hugs their family members on a very common basis, so I'm not sure what made you think that was us cuddling. I can't believe you're getting upset with me over something as simple as a hug between brother and sister. But I didn't know about that at the time. I'm telling you that all you had to do was stop me when you noticed I had the wrong idea of you. And I told you repeatedly that I wasn't his ex-girlfriend, right? What are you trying to do here, Brittany? Maybe listen to what people are saying next time, you rude witch. It's not my fault that you chose not to ever listen to anything I was saying. And you even went and slapped me in the face, the hardest I've ever been slapped, actually. All I wanted to do today was come and enjoy my little brother's wedding, but instead I had to get assaulted by the bride of all people.
Well, get over it now. I'll apologize to you some more, okay? I'm sorry. That should be enough to get you to forgive me, right?
What do you mean?
Would you please just give it up already? It's time for you to just forgive me now and come back to this wedding. I'm not a bad person like you're trying to think, all right?
A person that jumps to conclusions in an instant and then slaps a person for no good reason isn't a bad person? If you're not the bad person I've been led to believe you are, then show me some proof of you doing good things,
Carly, I told you that all of that was just me getting the wrong idea at the time. You and I are going to become sisters-in-law, so now let's stop all this fighting and make up. You understand that someone like me is not a bad person in any way, right? I think it's best you and I start being good friends now, all right?
No, this is all not all right. I really have no desire to become close to someone like you now.
Why not? You're going to lose all interest in me just because of one tiny little incident between us? How about you have a more open mind for people like me?
What was that? Who do you think you are to be saying something like that to me?
I am asking you to please forgive me. I have been apologizing for all of that, all right? Hurry up and please get back to this wedding. It's not a good idea to make such a big deal out of something that was just a simple accident, okay? Don't you feel that Roger will be sad to hear about something like this happening between us? How about you think about him for a change?
I don't care how he's going to feel about all this. I'm not going back there.
I am asking you to please just stop it with all that pouting and come back here so that we both can make up. It was just one mistake on my part, so let it go already. You and I are both wonderful women, and we should be getting along with one another.
All I've learned from how you've treated me today is that we will never be getting along with one another. Now stop trying to win me back over to your side because it's not happening.
No, it's not that I'm trying to win you back over.
I'm sure you just want to be good friends now, but if everyone at that wedding were to find out about what you did to me, there would be trouble for you, right? You know that when Roger hears about this, things will be intense. And that's why you've started to freak out a bit and want me back there. I was slapped by you really hard today, though.
That was just a spasm, per se. I didn't mean anything by that slap, so I'm very sorry for it.
Brittany, in this world, there are things that can be dealt with using a simple apology, and things that cannot be dealt with that way. That slap that you hit me with today tore up the inside of my mouth. I was just planning on being with my family today to see my brother get married, and now I'm on my way home with a bloodied mouth. I am never going back to that wedding, no matter how you try and coax me into it.
I have said sorry to you so many times now, and you're still not happy with me?
I've already gone and told Roger that I'm not going to be at the wedding today.
What? You already went and told him about what happened between us? Why the hell would you do something as stupid as that to me? You should have told me you were doing that before going ahead with it.
You are so gosh dang annoying. Why don't you stop complaining about everything I'm doing and think about what you've done for a change? As of right now, Roger is very frustrated with you.
Hold on a sec. Really? I'm starting to get loads of phone calls from him right now. Is he going to yell at me over what happened?
I'm sure he will. And while you're dealing with Roger, I'm going to be calling the police and asking them what I should be doing after you assaulted me.
What? The police?
You knew this was coming next, right? You slapped me in the face with the force of a punch. The inside of my mouth was torn up by that slap, and I got blood all over my clothes. What you've done to me was a clear example of you assaulting me.
Wait, though, you can't be serious about me actually assaulting you. I never meant for that slap to be so powerful that it actually hurt you. I just wanted you to understand how upset I was with you for coming to my wedding as someone I assumed was Roger's ex. That slap was seriously not meant to be that strong.
You can keep trying to make up excuses for it, but it's not helping anything. I hope that you'll regret what you did to me. Goodbye now.
Wait, Carly! Can't we please just make up and become family?
You really want to make up now? What the actual hell do you think you're talking about right now? Did you not just call me a depressed and lonely old hag before?
I did, but I know now that all of that was not okay. I do not want for my wedding to Roger to be canceled because of this. And actually, this wedding isn't going to be canceled, right? So please, let's just get over what happened and be nice to one another. Look, it will all be for your brother's sake, right?
What happened this time? I really felt your anger from it. And, well, I don't want my little brother being married to someone who thinks that it's okay to just assume things and lash out because of it. He is my cute little brother, and he deserves to be with someone just as cute as him. You and him are not getting married to one another as long as I'm around.
What? You're not even wanting us to get married now? But today is the day of our wedding, right?
And I really hope that your wedding is stopped from happening here soon. And if it does happen, so be it. Just know that I won't be there to witness it.
But if you're not here to do anything about what's happened, this wedding won't happen. Roger is absolutely furious with me right now. I know for a fact now that if you're not here to stop him, this wedding is going to be over with. Do something to make this wedding happen. I don't want to lose everything I've worked so hard for.
I'm out of here. You are asking the complete wrong person to help you out right now. You really think I'd be willing to go through all that trouble of saving your wedding after what you did to me? No way. Maybe, from the start, you should have been thinking things through a bit more before you chose to act on your feelings like that. I'm sure that after this, you and I won't be talking again, so have a great rest of your life. But be aware that your wedding is pretty much over with, and you're going to become his next ex-girlfriend. In the end, Roger and Brittany got into a huge argument before having their wedding canceled. Brittany ended up having to deal with the choice he made, and once he announced that the wedding was off, Brittany's parents lost all faith in her as their daughter. Later on, I ended up calling the police on Brittany and told them about how she'd hit me and that I wanted there to be consequences for it. As of right now, the police have been questioning her over what happened, and made sure to tell the company she'd been working for about it, making it likely she'll lose her job. And as for myself and my brother, we are planning to have her both pay for the canceled wedding and for the damages she caused to me with that slap. Brittany won't have her parents around her to help her out either, and will be left to find her own way of making up the money to pay everything off. When it comes to how Roger's been feeling after all that happened, he's really glad that I was able to expose the true Brittany to him, and has been thanking me for it every chance that he gets. I'm just glad that we got to find out who Brittany really was as a person before my brother tied the knot to her and walked into what would very well be a miserable future for all of us in the family.
I'm coming home soon. Do you need me to pick up something from the supermarket on my way home?
There's something I want to talk to you about when you get home. It's important.
What is it? Does something happen?
I only ask for one thing, and it's that I stop being a housewife for our family. I also have no intention of continuing my relationship with you. I have no faith in our marriage. The last 10 years being married to you was not a happy time for me. I'm going to concentrate on finding my own happiness now. I hope that you'll find happiness too. I won't sue you for the emotional abuse you put me through over the years. But please do one thing for me. Please take good care of our children. That's all I ask. Goodbye.
Okay.
Huh? Is that all you have to say to me? Look how much I wrote, and all you can say to me is okay? I put a lot of thought into what I was going to say to you. You're always so cold to me. You're a terrible husband.
What do you want me to say? This isn't the first time you said something like this to me. I'm sick and tired of you jerking me around like this. If this is what you want, I won't stop you.
Don't give up on us so easily. Don't you have any feelings left for me? You're not going to stop me from leaving you. Does marriage mean nothing to you?
Look, what do you want me to say? If you want to divorce me, I can't stop you. This is not the first time that you try to divorce me over chat. What is it that you're looking for?
I want you to stop me from leaving you. That's what you want too, right? I know you still love me.
I don't want to continue this conversation with you. I'm sick and tired of you stirring things up between us. In fact, I want to divorce you. You were right. The last 10 years hasn't been fun for me either. I want out.
How can you say that to me? Aren't you my husband? Stop playing games and ask me to come back to you.
What are you trying to do? Why do you want to make things so complicated? This is the first time that you said that you wanted to leave the kids, too. If you weren't being serious, you shouldn't have said such a thing about our children. That's sick.
I wasn't kidding. I had to say that in order for you to take me seriously.
I tried to take you seriously at first, but you like to make things so difficult for me. You've been acting crazy like this for the past 6 months, and I'm tired of it. Now you've convinced me that leaving you might be the better option for me. I'm prepared to end our marriage.
Prepared? Prepared for what?
I'm getting ready to divorce you. You've been asking me for months now to leave you, and I'm finally going ahead with it. I don't want to go back and forth with our decision.
Well, it's not an easy decision to make. If you asked me not to leave you, I'd reconsider.
Are you home right now?
I'm not. I'm not coming home until you apologize to me.
What do I need to apologize for?
Your behavior. Even if it's your fault, you try to blame it all on me.
I'd apologize if I thought that it was my fault. But this time, I don't think I've done anything wrong. It took me a long time for me to get the kids to go to sleep yesterday, but did you have to get so angry about something so small? If you're so good with the kids, couldn't you have tucked them in yourself?
I want a little more help from you. Just because I'm good at something doesn't mean that I have to do everything on my own. It's not fair. That's what I call emotional abuse.
You say that you're doing everything by yourself, but all you do is cook. You don't even work.
Are you making fun of the fact that I don't work? I'm busy too, you know.
I'm sure that you are. You take care of the kids and pick them up from school every day, so I'm grateful that you take such good care of the kids, but I also want you to understand that I work really hard too. And when I come home tired from work, you expect me to bathe the kids, clean the house, do the laundry, and vacuum? It's too much for me. And when you don't get what you want, or if things don't go your way, you storm out of the house and start sending me threatening chat messages. How do you think that makes me feel? That's why I decided that the next time this happens, I'm leaving you for good.
Are you being serious right now? You're divorcing me? You can't live without me. Apologize to me now and I'll forgive you. If you beg me to come back to you, I'll do it.
I'm home now.
Are you listening to me?
You left the kids unattended?
Don't bring the kids into this. This is between us. Now listen to me.
What if they were hurt? You're so irresponsible. Helen is only 3 years old.
Sean is already in elementary school. He's old enough to take care of his little sister.
What if they'd gotten injured? They can't take themselves to the hospital. What if a stranger comes by the house and they're kidnapped? Did you consider these things before leaving them by themselves?
Don't try to change the subject by making it all about our kids. What about me and my needs?
I've always prioritized your needs, but not anymore. I've had enough.
What do you mean you've had enough? You should be begging for my forgiveness.
I'm not gonna do that. Please, sign the divorce papers. You don't need to come home.
What? How can you say that to me? You can't kick me out of my own house.
Well, you're the one that left. You've been running away from home at least once a week for most of the year now. Did you think that I didn't know what you've been doing on those days that you weren't home?
What are you talking about?
You didn't think I was smart enough to figure out where you were, doing what? I know everything, so you can't deny it.
Huh? I don't understand what this is about.
You know what I'm talking about. Stop bluffing. Who is he, by the way?
Who is who? What man are you referring to?
Don't pretend that you don't know what I'm talking about. This is your opportunity to leave me for good and be with the other guy out in the open. You don't need to keep it a secret anymore. You were just using me to make me look like the bad guy.
I've no idea what you're talking about. If you're leaving me, you'd better pay me alimony and child support payments.
Yeah, whatever. I saw this coming.
What? You'd better pay up.
I've already discussed it with my lawyer. They told me that I have no obligation to pay you any alimony. You're the one that cheated on me, so you owe me alimony.
What are you talking about? You're the one that asked for the divorce. If you want me to say yes, then you should pay me alimony.
I have a record of all of our chat history. The ones where you repeatedly asked me for a divorce. I can print them and hand them to the court at any time.
Is that a threat?
It's proof that I wasn't the one that asked for a divorce first. Not that I need that proof. Since you're the one that's having an affair, you can't get away with not paying me any alimony.
But what about the emotional abuse that you put me through? Things were hard for me too, you know. I didn't sue you for the emotional abuse because I didn't want our children to think any less of you. And you're going to sue me for cheating on you? It's not fair. I'm not going to pay you any money.
Well, you don't have a choice if the court orders you to do so. I also know that you've been stealing money from my bank account and transferring the money into your own.
I don't know what you're talking about. It must be some sort of mistake.
You've been taking out small accounts over the course of months. I'm onto you. I saved up that money before we got married, so it's not yours to take. I'm gonna have to ask you to pay me back for that as well.
Why do I need to do that? Besides, I only took the money to pay for stuff that our kids needed. You didn't give me enough of it to live off of.
I can't believe you would say that because you also took plenty from my main account where my salary is paid. I'm sure that you took the money so that you can use it after you divorce me.
I didn't think we'd be getting divorced so soon. I'm going to ask you to pay me child support payments. That's the least you can do for me.
I'll be more than happy to pay the child support payments if you're gonna take good care of our children. I felt obliged to give you child support payments, and I was more than willing to pay until I found out tonight that you left the kids home alone, unattended. Your parenting is reckless. I don't think you care about them. All you care about is yourself.
How the hell can you say that to me?
If you cared about them, you wouldn't leave a 3-year-old and a 7-year-old at home alone. You didn't even lock the door! Do you know how dangerous that is?
That's because
I don't want to hear any more of your excuses.
I'm not making excuses.
They sound like excuses to me. There's no good reason for leaving your 2 young children unattended. You said so yourself at the start of this conversation. You want the kids to be taken care of, so I'll do what you ask me to. They'll be happy with me. I have one thing to ask of you as well. Please divorce me!
Karen rushed home, but Ryan had already left the house with his 2 kids to go see his parents. Ryan took a few days off work and discussed with his parents about the next steps after his divorce from his wife, Karen. Karen came over to her parents-in-law's place and brought her 2 parents with her. They tried to get the children to come home with Karen, but failed miserably. Ryan told everyone about how Karen had cheated on him and tried to blame the reason for divorce on him. Karen's father slapped his daughter's face in anger. Karen's parents apologized to Ryan profusely for their daughter's terrible behavior. But Ryan had already made up his mind about the divorce, and he began the process with the help from his lawyer. He plans on suing Karen's lover as well. It seemed that Karen's lover was also married, so things were going to get ugly. All we hope for is that Sean and Helen still grow up to be happy despite their parents' divorce.
Brooke, you're not seriously still working, are you? Why don't you do the responsible thing here for once and quit your job? Then I can finally get some grandchildren out of you and my son. Would you hurry up? Because I want some grandchildren before I eventually die. Along with my Peter, you need to contribute to the housework. Again, with this conversation, Sandra, you know that I have nothing to say on the matter. I don't plan on quitting my job anytime soon, so I'm sorry if that doesn't fit into your way of living. There's nothing wrong with me having a career.
Now hold on just a minute there, Brooke. Do you really think this is the end of it for me?
I'm sorry, what are you trying to say here?
I'm making such an effort to contact you, and you're just going to let it all go and not hear me out? Do you have any sort of common sense in that brain of yours? I guess you don't, since you're always out of the house working in the first place despite being a wife to my son. This makes me completely doubt your humanity and what you should be doing for the family, which is making one.
Seriously, Sandra, don't you think that you're being too old-fashioned?
Whatever do you mean by that?
In this day and age, it's a very normal thing for both the husband and wife to be working and sharing the housework. The things we do in this house are a little bit more unique, but if you're going to keep judging us for it, then can you just stay out of our way? We are working hard and earning money, so please don't complain about our situation.
You can't say things like that to me. I'm your mother-in-law, and my opinion matters when it comes to this family. You really do have a limit to your common sense. Surely I can get rid of you just like that if you intend on speaking to me like you have, right?
Please don't threaten me with those strange and scary comments. It's not going to do anyone any good. What do you even mean by getting rid of me?
I mean that we don't need you in this family, and I can throw you out like garbage. Are you a non-burnable piece of waste, or would you prefer being burnt to a crisp?
No. Would you quit it with your horrible jokes? They're not funny and, frankly, a crazy thing to say, Sandra.
Can you blame me? You make me so angry. You'd be angry too if your darling son had a wife who was literally trash. You'll understand how I feel when you have your own children.
Oh, really? Is that so? Even though I've married your son and would want to have children someday, you still won't keep your nose out of our business? I just want to live a quiet life, Sandra.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means what I say it means. I think it's a statement you don't need to read into very hard to understand. I'm going to leave the conversation at that, and if you want to voice your opinion, then please talk to your son about it. Since anything I try to say is just going to cause more trouble than it's worth.
Isn't my son so tired from all the work he's doing? Have you given that any consideration at all?
His work is not as strenuous as mine, so he's not as tired as I am.
You seriously have a problem with not listening to what people are saying, don't you? I can't deal with this crap right now. I'm so angry. Would you please think about what I said for a bit and put it into action?
Okay, Sandra, I understand your request, but if there's anything else, please take it up with your son. On that note, I'll leave you to it. Why have you not properly explained to your mother about our situation yet?
Brooke? What about?
I'm talking about our jobs, Peter. She's still indicating to me that she doesn't understand that we're both working. How much more can I explain what it is to her, and what would you be if I didn't work? You know that we wouldn't be able to live if I didn't work, right?
Brooke, can you be quiet for a second, please? There's no need to go out of your way to explain all that with my mother, okay? We're a happy married couple.
Happy? Ha ha. Is that some sort of a joke? I think I feel more stressed out than anything. If you can't earn your own money, then why don't you just do housework?
Is it okay for you to say that to me?
Huh? What do you mean? If I didn't tell you, who do I tell it to? Ha ha. I'm talking to you because it's about you, Peter.
Yeah, I'm your husband after all. If you say that sort of thing to me, wouldn't that hurt my mother's feelings?
Well, can you please try to understand the situation you're in and think about what you should do in a calm manner? I can no longer go along with this charade anymore, so please solve this dilemma immediately.
Okay, could you at least make dinner? It would really help since I've been trying to eat at home more these days than at the office.
I usually do make dinner when I finish work early. Isn't it a normal thing to make dinner for yourself if you're going to be late? Or rather, I make my part of the meal. You do realize you're not doing anything else right now?
Are you asking them to make it then? Are you serious?
Can you please try and make food tomorrow? You've been giving a lot of unnecessary stress over this. Is it okay if you could do that much at least, please?
Alright. It's just such a hassle, though. I'll do it this one time since all of this can't be helped at the present. This time is an exception.
What are you even saying? Also, go to the unemployment office, too. Have you both decided when you're getting a divorce? Excuse me? What's brought this on all of a sudden? You made my son the breadwinner, and you're making him do the housework as well? You know for a long time I haven't liked you at all. But knowing what you were like with my son, I absolutely loathe you. Okay, I'm confused. What has housework got to do with you loathing me? What are you so mad about, Sandra? Look, I've decided that you need to get a divorce from each other. If you don't mind getting out of our lives now, that would be great. It's only natural to find a man and get married, I understand that. But you lack so much common sense, it's not even funny. What game are you playing here, Brooke? Sandra, do you really think forcing your old school ideas onto me is going to work? By housework, do you mean tonight's dinner? Yes, that's right. My son has a wife who can do that now. He shouldn't have to. Don't you realize that you're someone's wife now? Don't you have to do what you're meant to as a loyal wife? What the heck are you trying to say, Sandra? I'm obviously not getting through to you, so I filed the divorce papers myself. You can't be serious. Oh, I'm dead serious. I'm so glad that I was able to file them for you. I made a divorce paper up for you both when you got married in case there was a serious breakdown in the marriage. When I think of it, I thought there was something weird with our legal documents. You did this and kept it from us? Now you're nothing but strangers to one another. Oh, I'm so relieved. My son has gotten a divorce from his garbage of a wife. Is that all you have to say? I really didn't think that you would go that far. As you would expect, I am quite surprised. If you make my son do all the housework as an excuse for you both working, and so you don't have to, then you're not fit to be a wife. I feel so sorry for my son, but if he has a useless wife, then she should divorce him and leave. Oh, I see. You really are an expert. Oh, I am all right. I never want to see your face around these parts ever again. This has all been a complete misunderstanding on your part, and in turn made us get divorced. But of course, that's something you do, Sandra. I will no longer go against your expectations. Anything more you're wanting to say to me, Brooke? You've completely failed as a wife since you're making your own husband cook for you. You know you're doing me a disservice with blaming me for your prehistoric ideologies. I owe you my gratitude for divorcing me from your son. Well then, I will do as you wish and get a divorce, but I think that you'll regret doing this a lot. Regret it? I highly doubt it. It would be useless to have a wife like you around. When are you gonna erase yourself from our lives? Didn't I already tell you that it's okay? Your wish of me divorcing Peter has been granted, but can I just say one more thing? We worked well as a couple. Since Peter's father died, we've been thinking about how you would cope. We were planning on gifting you a 2-family-sized house. What? You were? Yes, but I can't help but tell you now what we wanted to do for you. It's no use now, even if you try to reconcile with me. We thought about you a lot, and we were going to put our plan into action. It ended up being a waste of time and effort, and now I am the only one who's working in the family, so... What the heck are you talking about, Brooke? I don't understand this at all. I said that I can't tell you, Sandra. It has to be Peter that tells you what's actually going on. What does he have to tell me? What happened? What have you done to my son? I didn't want to tell you since it's Peter's story, but he got made redundant about 6 months ago. What? He lost his job? Yep, and he's been unemployed ever since. If I were to quit my job like you told me to do, we couldn't afford the rent for our place. Hold up. So you're telling me that Peter has been unemployed for quite a while now? That's what I'm saying, Sandra. Aren't you paying attention? That's why I'm the one who's working all the time. Peter doesn't have a job, and he hardly does any housework either, so I end up being super exhausted every day. I'm relieved that you filed a divorce for us. Thank you so much for that. What? You're thanking me? But... So I'll be leaving him then. However, the place we're in is a rental, and I'm the one who parts out for the rent, so I think it would be impossible for Peter to continue living there without an income. I think you'll have to withdraw some money for him to live there, or he can go back to living with you, so you'll need to take care of him. This has got nothing to do with me anymore. Oh, wait, Brooke, let's talk about this in more detail, okay? What else is there to talk about? I'm already done with the talking and have nothing else to say. Do you have something to add? What's going on with the 2-family-sized house that you mentioned? What do you want to know about it? Well, you were building a 2-family house for us. Whatever will I do with it? Oh, no way, Sandra. We're divorced now, right? So, of course, we've decided to not go ahead with the 2-family house, all right? Excuse me? Why the heck not? Why would I, Sandra? Why would I build a house like that for my now ex-mother-in-law when we're divorced? Your son was more or less fired from his job because he couldn't work properly, so it seems like your son can't build the house after all. So there really is no 2-family house for me at all? You should have told me about the house before. I wouldn't have filed the divorce papers. At some point, I wanted to get a divorce as well, so there was no point telling you. I still had some feelings for him, but Peter didn't like that. I wasn't quite ready then, but I am now. You're the one that wanted a divorce, and not Peter? What is it that you're getting from the conversation that we've had so far, Sandra? I have been the one working hard and earning, and I'm done, so I wanted out of this marriage. But thanks to you, I was able to get a divorce, and I am so grateful for that. You'll end up taking care of your unemployed son who's returned home to you. Do your best, Sandra. Brooke, wait, but I don't have the 2-family-sized house. You're handing my son back to me? That's correct. I haven't heard of this from my son, though. Why would you do something like this? Shouldn't you have explained this to me properly beforehand? You need to be held accountable for all of this. How dare you not explain this to me, Brooke? I don't get what you're saying, Sandra. How many times do you think I told your son to tell you about what's going on? By the way, I'm the one that kept telling him to talk to his own mother. But the reason why I didn't do anything was because it was a problem between the two of you. Do you get what I'm saying? He didn't know how to even make food for dinner, so he must have asked you for help. He didn't help me at all. I was so frustrated just because of all those little things, and now I'm divorced. It seems like you were the one who had trouble letting us get divorced, didn't you? I had no clue about that, so I can't help what happened. Come on now, Brooke, that's enough of this nonsense. Let's not argue over all these strange things that have occurred. Why don't we just forget about this and you can make up with Peter? Please, have a long and happy life with him. I don't think we're on the same page, Sandra. I'm not happy anymore, so I prefer being divorced from him. Besides, I don't like having you for a crazy mother-in-law. You were the one that made us get divorced without our permission, remember? I'll call the courthouse and get it removed. Everything will be just fine. Just get back with my son, please. Let me tell you, Sandra, I have no intention of fixing this. Even if you try to rip up the divorce papers, I will get a lawyer and a divorce will be finalized. You're going to go to that extreme? There's no need for you to do that. Thanks to you, Sandra, I finally realized that I wanted a divorce this whole time. I'm tired of dealing with scumbags and miserable old hags in my life. What? Who are you talking about? Oh, forget it. It doesn't matter anymore. Well, not to me anyways. And with that, I bid you farewell, Sandra. Good luck living with your downright poor son. You're gonna need it. Enjoy your lives together. In the end, it was Sandra who was the cause of Brooke and Peter getting a divorce. Peter resents his mother for finalizing his divorce from his wife. Despite being unemployed and having a bossy attitude, he lives at his mother's house. Because of Sandra, he was divorced. It seems like Peter told his mother to work since none of them had a job. Sandra had no choice but to earn a living so she could pay for her son. It seems that she will face the worst of old age since she has the added stress of working. It seems that for the time being, they can't see a bright future ahead of them.